Welcome back to JD's Folk and Blues. Chaz and Dave, Ain't No Pleasing You, based on a version of them playing it on YouTube. I'm learning it myself, guys. This is how you play it. You're going to need the following chords. C, B7, back to C, A7, oh D7, G7. Ain't no pleasing you, C7, C major, and back to G7. Okay, so there's some strange chords with sevens in there. Okay, now we're not just going to strum this as well, guys. You need to put a tapping thing on it, so it's going to go. So you're picking with your thumb. So you're fifth. That's the fifth string and the sixth string, and as you play the fifth string. Then you go down with your finger, ding, ding, nice and gently, ding, ding, and then your third finger comes up on the sixth string, doom, ding, so, doom, ding, doom, ding. And you can do a little up thing on the finger as well. It's important to do that. Doom, doom, ding. Then to B7, doom, ding, and then your second finger, watch mine, comes up to that top sixth string, doom, ding. So you've got a bass line going, doom, ding. And you can skip putting that fourth finger down, it just makes it harder to play. So, now, then back to C, down to the A7, which is like an A major but with your second finger off. I prefer to play it with my second and third fingers. And then your first note will be this fifth open string, and then the D string, the fourth string. I know you're going to have to work out what I'm doing here, so and just to make it more complicated, they do a little couple of steps like this. So sometimes when they traverse between the C and the B7 they do that, and also when they traverse from the D7 to the G7 they sometimes do that. Oh darling, oh darling, oh darling, ain't no pleasing you. Right, so that's your primary loop, guys, for your verse, and the verse is the great part of this song, isn't it? So I'm going to go through it and I'm going to sing it as well. So we've got the alternating picking going, and sometimes that picking will happen on the fifth to the sixth with the thumb, and sometimes it will happen on the fourth and the fifth, depending on the chord, so you'll pick that up as well. So here we go. Well, I built my life around you, did what I thought was right. You never cared about me, now I've seen the light. Oh darling, ain't no pleasing you. I used to think everything I ever did was wrong. I should have known it all along. Oh darling, ain't no pleasing you. Okay, so you're going to get those chords. It's going to take you a while. If you're struggling with the finger picking, you can play it with a plectrum and just, you know. So that's the loop for the verse, and that's the important thing to get right. Then you've got another kind of like bridge section where it goes from C to F back to C to F, okay, which is quite simple. So it's you only had to. Now, just to make it more complicated, you play C major first, C major, and then you put your fourth finger down on that third string, third fret, which I think makes a C7 chord. So it's you only had to say the words, and it's hard because when you've got the fourth finger down you still have to rotate the third, and that's going to feel strange on your hand. Just going to have to keep practicing that. So you only had to say the words and I'll do it. That's an F with your thumb playing the bass note. You wanted to and I blew it, something like that. And then it changes again. So you're going to have to keep practicing that little bit from C to F. So you only had to say the words and I'll do it. Forgive the singing. You got me where you wanted me and I blew it. And it goes into a weird bit. So you're going to have to play it, what's this, a B flat major? Something like that. A bar chord where you put your first finger down on those. You don't need that top string because you're not going to play that. So you just do cover 5 strings, so you're effectively muting the E. So you don't want to play that. And then your third finger playing those. You can just play a little power chord if you want to cheat, like that. But it's best to play it with the full. Yeah, that can hurt your hand, that one. I felt that twang then. So I play it in a little uncomfortable position. And it goes from, so everything, and then to the F I ever done, and then back to that funky B flat major or whatever it is, I ever done for you. And then you go to D7, but now G can go on D7 and G. I'm telling you, G7, and then back to the chorus again. And I ain't gonna be made to look a fool no more. You've done it once too often. What do you take me for? Oh, D7, dun G7, C, G7. Right, so I'm going to walk through the whole song with me singing the song with the chord names to help you. And then we're done, okay? So, well, C, B7, C, A7, oh, D7, G7, C, G7, well, C, B7, C, A7, oh, D7, oh, G7 and C, G7, C to C7 to A major, C major, C7, F major, B sharp, B flat minor, F major, B flat minor, D7, but now G, D7, back to G, I'm telling you G7, and C major, B7, C major, A7, D7, diddle G7, C major, G7, one more time, C, B7, C major, A7, D7, G7, C major, G7, and you can finish it off, oh darling, back on that D7, da-da-da-dum, G7, there ain't no pleasing you, see, G, C, 7, C, something like that. Okay guys, I hope that is useful. The hardest thing is not going to be the chords, it's going to be just getting that little picking and moving your fingers and oscillating your picking. So it's darling, ain't no pleasing you. And that is a great song. If you don't like Chas and Dave, there is no helping you.